Hi everyone. So I wanted to do an explanation of why this trade was wrong. What I've done wrong with this trade. So in order to understand this, first of all, I want to do good things and the bad things for all of us to learn from it. And I said on the live stream, I've said that the most difficult thing is the psychological side, and this is why. This is exactly why the psychology of trading is much, much more hard than uh, than the technical side. So, for example, you can see that the good thing is it was almost 2 hours of waiting, and I was waiting patiently. I was explaining everything. I was making everything into details, and it was great. I knew I had to wait. I knew I had to go to the correct setup, and it was very good. But when I'm looking at this trade, I knew it was against the market. I said that if you will hear the live stream, you could hear that I'm saying that the trade would be against the trend, because I saw by the hourly candle, that by the hourly trend, that we are very bullish. Yet I have said that I'm going to take a sell, and this is because I had an hour, almost 1.5 hours to be a seller in my mind. I have stuck my mind into a seller, and that's the problem, because once I've become a seller, I've become blind to the idea that actually I had so much signs of bullish side. So here is the bullish side, and I've wrote already bullish inverted fair value gap, which was absolutely valid to take here and get the real big move of the day. But instead of that, I was stuck in the sell mind, and this is what got me wrong through the whole trade. So the pros, as I said, patience. I was getting confirmations. I was looking at the correct things, and I knew my setup was against the market. I was aware of that. That was all good. And of course, I'm mentioning again patience, because this is one of the hardest things for traders. But on the wrong side, look at this. The trade was already winning because I did everything correct technically. But what happened? Greed. I also marked where I supposed the price to go, but it didn't went there. And let's look at this closer. I'll lower the speed so we can see something interesting. When this trade started to reverse, I think I lowered into it. You see, it was 64 ticks. That's a lot of money with 3 accounts. I suppose it was absolutely okay to close here. It was a great trade against the trend. Let's see what's happening. I'm lowering to the 50 seconds, which was also correct. Lowering to a lower time frame in order to understand if there is a reversal. That's the correct thing to do. This is what I always do when I want to take long trades. I'm checking, is there a reversal? And I just freezed. But there was another good thing that I did. I've put the stop loss here, right? So I eventually didn't lose it, but I just didn't get I didn't took the whole money out of this. I just didn't lose, but it was still it was a small winning trade instead of a big winning trade, right? Because it was supposed to be like more than $1,000. So let's see what's happening. I'm correctly going to the 50 seconds, looking for a reversal, and once price starts to aggressively go up, let's see it. Here it is. It was a very strong signal for me to close because I was against the trend. I wasn't expecting price to go lower if I'm assuming I'm against the trend. But as I've said, I was a seller I was a seller seller, a trader. So that's what happened. I didn't see the truth, and I'll make a video about it. But the real eyes that a trader should develop is two-minded trader, a seller and a buyer at the same time, which is the most difficult thing to do. But that's what we're supposed to do. So, as we can see, the trade wasn't stop loss, but it was a small win instead of a big win. That's all. Right. So the second thing was the other trade that I took, and the first trade ended up with a small win, but the second one I wasn't supposed to go into it at all, because as I've said, price gave here a bearish signals, but they were false because they were against the trend. So even though I took the second trade, which wasn't correct, it wasn't the correct thing to do, but nonetheless it was a very good day. So the best decision I made in this whole thing, to preserve for me and for others to understand, is when I see this kind of behavior from me, not from the market. The market was doing exactly what it's supposed to do. I was closing the day, and that was the best thing to do because I was stuck in a seller mind. And if you look at the chart, you'll notice what it has done. It just blasted up, right? It blasted up, and it wasn't the correct thing to do. To keep trying to sell in a very bullish market, right? Yeah, of course. So this is the reasons. I hope you learned from it. There is a lot to learn from lost trades. It's not exactly lost, but it was not best managed, because we're supposed to accept from we're supposed to have a better psychology when we try to trade, right? That's the whole thing. So keep up the good work, and we'll see you next time.